I'm the first speaker of the closing government side. First of all, I want to do the rebuttal first. Okay. As the decided that the democracy, dictatorship made the country backward. It doesn't true, in some cases, like, I mean, for the country that reduced the democracy, but that democracy that weak, and the people, like, I mean, some people in that country are educated, but the majority of people not educated enough to use that their democracy system, ladies and gentlemen. I want to use some really like simple example. For example, in Thailand, if I can remember the Thaksin Shinawatra, right? Let's say I believe that the people in Thailand are uneducated, but when you compare the percentage of people educated and uneducated in Thailand, it's like the percentage that people educated in Thailand is like lower than the people who educated. So sit down, sir. So that's why he can like easily lead the people, in the countryside to vote for him, to make him become the prime minister. And it's a weak democracy right now, you guys, ladies and gentlemen. And weak democracy lead to what? Dictatorship. And again, Thaksin is always going to vote, in a period, one period and two periods. So, and nobody can like, because they got the majority of vote in the people from the countryside that are less education, And that's what happened in our country, you guys. I want you guys remember that situation in the last 2 years or just last year that happened, right? Sit down, sir. So, and again, I would come quickly to my argument that I would like to say. You guys, let being like optimistic, ladies and gentlemen. Dictatorship is not like extremely bad thing. That is also a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. I will tell you guys in my argument. First of all, it's quick decision, ladies and gentlemen. How? I would say that it's like, okay, it is faster in decision, if they're in a way that they can launch the policy that's suitable and beneficial to their country without asking the majority of the country, because like stop sir, I'm not finished yet. So also in some processing, let's say like something economic problem happen, like political people are like people are like demonstrating everything. Oh my God, country have crime, terrorists and everything. This thing happen. Or what country is like going through the like a storm. So it's better to use the dictatorship because one can control like how to make a country together and go to the solve the problem. I would say that, for example, I would use an example that dictatorship is like is good in some time in the past. For my example is like when the when the nation got into economically and politically unstable. And this example, like in France in 1799, in a system of, in a system of authoritarian rules, decisions are made effectively because very few people are involved in the decision-making process. The leader or elite group at the head of the government decide on new policies and economic measures. They make sure that the profit assigned by them by using tactics of force and indoctrination. The dictatorial system have helped nations recover from economic turmoil many times in the past. The extreme nationalism that is born from propaganda and government-sponsored youth organizations encourage people to work harder for benefit their country. When people go in economic, if one person control the people, like make the people be unite and bring the country become get better, you know. And sit down, sir. Encourage people to work harder for the country and also newly motivated workforce easily meet their production goals. If the leader of a dictatorship is capable of the country and can rise to hold a great amount of international power, building up the military is an important step to gain power, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
So how the dictator going to solve the problem of society without asking opinion of society itself?
Okay, like as ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, if I give example, like the country are in the economically like chaos, terrorist, and if you like democracy have many process, you have to ask like representative and everything to study the parliament, right? And how come because people are gonna die, this is how your country and how we're solve the problem. If one people can say, okay, you do this and if you do this, okay, just decision decide what he wants to do and then quick decision, that waste of time, then the country get better. Don't waste of time, this is all my answer. So, okay, let's come back to I always say that the military in the country is important for what? A strong military will discourage other countries from attacking and also discourage the citizens of the country from rebelling. Okay. And also for my second argument, I would say that I would expand more that she mentioned about education, but okay. In weak democracy, right? And that I will tell you already about education that majority of people not have less education and also lead to the buying of vote. Because they can easily lead them because they don't know the system of democracy, right? And they don't know their right in they don't know their right and they use their right under the law. That's I would mean. So let's lead to the weak democracy. And first of all, I also believe that strong dictatorship is better than weak democracy. That's I was my answer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.